Most men cannot spot the kind of woman who will bring a storm of destruction into their life. By the time you realize you have invited chaos into your life, she is already poisoned your peace, drained your strength, and left you questioning your very worth as a man. But the signs were always there, and today I will expose them. I will expose the unmistakable signs of a frivolous, unreliable woman, the kind you see every day in bars, on social media, at parties, the kind some men, blinded by beauty and lust, tragically bring into their homes. And when they do, the story rarely ends in peace. It ends in betrayal, bitterness, and destruction. Let's speak directly. No sugarcoating, no illusions, because only clarity can save you from years of wasted time and broken pride. We'll begin with something fundamental: personality. What is it? It is not just habits or surface behavior. It is a collection of tendencies, patterns burned into a person by years of choices. And once tendencies are rooted, they do not vanish overnight. Think of the smoker who quit years ago but still dreams of cigarettes. Think of the addict who deletes his apps for a week yet feels that crazy hunger to return. The weakness never truly dies, it only sleeps. Now apply this truth to women. If a woman spends her youth drowning in bars, clubs, nights of chaos, dating men, that tendency is carved into her character. At first, she may pause for you. At first, you overweigh her habits because you are new, exciting, different. But time is merciless. When the novelty fades, her old cravings return, and then you will see where her loyalties truly lie. She may tell you with convincing eyes, "Of course I will change. Of course I will stop. You are all I need." But experience teaches otherwise. Words spoken in the heat of passion dissolve in the cold light of routine. And the man who ignores this truth wakes up not with love, but with betrayal in his home. Sometimes in months, not decades. A woman who once crossed the boundary of self-control, be it with alcohol, drugs, or reckless indulgence, has already proven she can betray her own limits. And when a person betrays themselves, betraying you will be even easier. Remember this: fidelity is a restriction, And a woman addicted to nightlife, to chaos, to validation is trained to despise restrictions. For her, cheating is not some moral crisis. It is just another interesting adventure, another thrill to light up the emptiness inside. And when asked, she will always say, "I could never betray. Cheating disgusts me." Of course, she will. What woman admits to her own weakness at start? But her actions will reveal her truth. And if you ignore them, you will pay the price. That's why you must study her markers carefully. Every frivolous, unreliable woman carries them like scars, and even one is enough to doubt her decency. Look at her appearance, not just her beauty, but the way she wields it. A woman who parades herself in miniskirts, deep cleavage, provocative photos online, knows exactly what she is doing. Don't believe the excuse, "I dress for myself." No, she dresses to be hunted, to be devoured with eyes, to collect admirers like trophies in a zoo. The truth is cruel. You cannot fix such a woman. You cannot love her into loyalty. You cannot marry her into modesty. The moment you show weakness, she will replace you without hesitation, because validation is her oxygen. Look at her past. If her youth was stormy, many partners, constant switching, relationships like disposable cups, then she never learned the sacredness of commitment. For her, the love is just entertainment, and when the show grows boring, she changes the channel. Look at her circle. If her closest friends are a pack of gossip-driven party girls, you don't just have her to deal with. You are fighting the influence of a hive. And such a hive does not build families. It devours them. Look at her behavior. A thrill seeker who lives for dopamine will treat relationships as roller coasters, cheating, fighting, breaking up, all for the emotional high. To her, drama is romance, and if peace ever comes, she will create chaos just to feel alive. Look at her honesty. If she lies even once, even in something small, she is training herself for bigger lies. And when she cheats, she will not confess. She will wave excuses until you are drowning in them. He is just a friend. He is just a co-worker. It was just a ride home. And the storm of deception will never stop. I have studied many stories, and the pattern is always the same. The man who ignored the early signs paid the highest price, because women's infidelity is not like men's. When a woman cheats, it's not just physical, it is emotional. It means you are no longer her only one. It means she has already chosen another in her heart. And from that moment, there is no return. So, hear me clearly. In long-term life, a woman's loyalty does not depend on your money, your looks, your status. It depends only on her inner compass. If that compass allows betrayal, nothing you do can stop it. Nothing you do can prevent it. And yet, here is the cruelest truth. The very women most dangerous to your peace are the ones men desire most, because lust clouds reason, because beauty blinds judgment, and because men believe lies that flatter their hunger. But wisdom demands discipline. It demands that when you see a red flag in the first 6 months, you walk away forever. No second chances, no fantasies of she will change for me. No, because every discomfort at the start becomes disaster in the end. If you want peace, harmony, and loyalty, choose carefully. If you want chaos, heartbreak, and betrayal, ignore these words. But don't call it love. Call it what it is: gambling with your soul. And in this game, every man eventually loses. If you need guidance, if you need strength, if you need the truth, reach out. If you want to walk this path with other men who refuse to stay broken, join my Telegram channel. Let's rise together.